pt1, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
Body cold, frosty, and I'm so bossy, and I so saucy, and my clothes cost me light for the party. Always get it started, and I so bossy, and I so I'm independent, got my own, and I can cash up if I want, Body cold, frosty, and I'm so bossy, and I so saucy.
Hi, and welcome our viewers right here to Talk Show Divas, streaming live in Douglasville, Georgia, where our executive producer is Felix Washington. Yes! We are right back here. Listen, we are here every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. We need y'all to comment. We need you to like. We need you to share. We have some great hot topics on today. If you're doing a watch party, listen, do a watch party. Let everybody else see what you're looking at as well.
Yeah, don't be selfish.
You're already on Facebook.
Yes.
Go ahead and just share us with the world.
So, listen, I'm your host, Kat Davis. My Diva sisters, other hosts are up here ready. They're going to introduce who they are. And
I'm Deb.
And I'm Toya. What's up, y'all?
And we are so missing our other Diva sister, Mahogany. She is under the weather today. We hope you feel better, sweetheart. We love you and we miss you.
Yes.
So we know she's here in spirit and heart, y'all. So listen, we need y'all to help us today because we need to make it happen.
Yes,
That's what we do.
Come
we
on
still feel
in.
her spirit. So we're going to move forward and what we're going to talk about. And y'all know what we do first. We do our Diva Dish. We dish out something that we want to talk about personally to our viewers. And I promise you, we love when you make comments. We love it when you share. We love it. And we actually had somebody that participated last Sunday. Deb put a challenge out there to our viewers. And Deb, tell them about the challenge that you put out there.
See, what had happened was Mahogany was telling us about her pet turtle. Well, her baby's pet turtle that died.
R.I.P. turtle.
Linda. And she's like, I walk in there and Linda's like,
yeah.
So we challenged, we said, the first viewer to send in a picture with a shirt that says R.I.P. Linda gets a present. Well, one of our diva dolls, Allison Moore, did send in a picture.
Shout out to you, Allison.
Yep, we're going to post that picture. And thanks, Allison. And Allison gets a present out of it. She's not the only one that sent a picture, but she's the first person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So guys,
That's what's up. Go
when
viewers.
Yes, when we say watch, listen, because you can get stuff.
We got
We're
y'all.
not playing.
We got y'all.
So good job, Allison.
Thank
That's
you,
what's
Allison,
up.
for participating. We love for our viewers to participate, and we will give you a gift when you do that. So participate, because you never know what you may receive.
And Allison, I'm going to
what's
get
up.
your address so we can send it to you, okay?
Absolutely. So, y'all, we're going to go right into our Diva Dish. I'm going to talk about the first one, but right before I do that, please know that Talk Show Divas are always bringing awareness each month to whatever is going on. And this month, we are bringing awareness to breast cancer. So our hearts go out to those who have lost loved ones to breast cancer and for those who are dealing with it right now, and for those who survive. Listen, we love you. We support you. We're praying for you. And we know that you can make it. Mm-hmm. That's what the Talk Show Divas want you to know, is that you can make it.
And it's so important. You have people that care. You may think that you don't and that you're alone, but you're not.
You're not.
Yes.
You're not.
And us divas we will be doing something every segment for the entire rest of the month of October to support you guys.
See, we're wearing our buttons.
Starting off with our pins.
Uh-oh, where my
Represent
pin
ladies.
at?
There we go. There we go.
Yes,
There we go.
It got lost in all that beauty, girl.
Yes,
My
yes.
sisters look gorgeous today, by the way.
Yes.
You do too,
Look,
honey.
thank you. We had a viewer, Max Waters, say the hair and wardrobe is looking great, in his humble opinion. Thank you,
Thank
Max.
you,
Thank you,
Max.
Max.
Appreciate
Listen,
it.
we love to give shout outs to our viewers, especially when they make comments.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and Max, I don't know, we may have to send you a good smelling oil just for making the first comment. He was the first comment.
He
wasn't
was. He was.
So, Max, we need you to send your
Message me your
address,
Max.
and we will make sure that we send you a oil for men. Y'all can always remember, if you have a business that you want to advertise here on Talk Show Divas, we give shout outs. We'll have a banner ad. You can ask for more details.
We'll present some challenges along the way.
And so you can email us at 1061tv@gmail.com. And Max, you can also send your address there as well. Or you can email us at talkshowdivas1@gmail.com. So either email, please send your address, as well as if you want to advertise your business or your ministry or any organization that you have here on Talk Show Divas, send it to that email address and you can get more details on
Max
that.
says, you're welcome, ladies, and please send him that oil because it's good smelling. Okay, we're not going to read into that, but you're getting a present, Max.
Okay. So
Stay tuned, Max.
I'm going to tell y'all about my diva dish real quick.
What you got,
this
girl?
has
What you
been very touching to me in so many different ways, even though it has brought some controversy because some people don't agree. But as you all know about the Botham Jean case,
Yes.
the lady, Geyer, she was sentenced to 10 years. They wanted her to get 28 years. Tell
our viewers what it is.
So let me explain to you all what happened. This cop who was off duty went home to her apartment complex, and she lives on the 3rd floor. Well, for some reason, she ended up on the 4th floor, and she stated that she thought it was her apartment, and she thought it was an intruder in her apartment, so she shot and killed him. Now, in all of that, there was a 911 call, and I suggest that you all go and look that up. The Botham Jean is Botham and then Jean, Jean, 911 call where she called in. And when she called the 911 call, all she kept saying was, "Oh my God, I shot him. I thought he was an intruder. I thought it was my apartment. I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to lose my job." You know, those are the things that she was saying on the 911 call.
Okay.
And they were trying to send someone there. She didn't know the gate code to her own apartment complex, which was kind of weird. It was also weird to me. How did you get in the apartment
in the first place? Yep.
in the first place on the 4th floor? If you didn't know it wasn't your apartment, how did you get in? Like that didn't make sense to me either. That was another issue that I came across. But even in all of that, she said it was a mistake. I don't know what words they had back and forth, but there was a witness who lived across the hall who stated that it sounded like it came as a surprise for both of them to see each other, and that shots were fired immediately after that. Now, he was a witness, and he talked about this situation and testified about it. 10 days later, he was shot and killed at the same. Somebody followed him, and they shot him. They put the gun in it was close range in his mouth.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yes.
I didn't either.
Oh, wow.
Yes, he is deceased now. Yeah.
The only witness.
The only witness.
Oh my goodness, I didn't hear about that.
Yes, please, y'all look it up. He was killed
Oh my
10
God.
days later
Oh, that says a lot.
after he testified.
That says a lot.
So at the end of this, when they announced
wow.
her sentencing to be 10 years, the brother of Botham that was killed begged his parents to make a statement from the family. And so because he's very quiet, he doesn't normally say anything, his mom and dad agreed to let him do that because they know this isn't normally what he does. So what was to their shocking ears was that he gets on the stand and he begins to tell this woman that he forgives her and that he loves her.
I saw the picture because they're hugging, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And he
Wow.
asked the judge, could he hug her? He told her that he knows that this is how Botham would have wanted it because of the type of man that Botham
Wow.
was. And they were raised in a Christian home. And so because they were raised in a Christian home, what happened is he wanted to show his love and forgiveness. So
We're all about excitement
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Oh,
Too much going on.
She's excited about you to finish. She wants to get on her topic.
okay.
This is just so much shocking.
Yeah. But so everybody's in shock because they couldn't believe it. Even the
Right.
judge giving her a Bible afterwards, and then you see the correctional officer, police officer fixing her hair. It's like people like, what in the world is really going on? And so it shows a big display of what we say Christian love is.
Yes.
Why some people may not agree because they're angry about her killing him, that at the end of the day, she's facing 10 years. It's not like she's facing nothing at all.
Right.
And they have displayed a heart of Christ right in the courtroom.
When very well they could have turned it into a race thing,
They
correct?
could have turned it into a race
Which
thing.
is what
And
it
that's
originally
amazing.
was.
Yeah.
Right.
It
Originally,
definitely was.
What
it
a
was that.
family. I mean, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I think the problem that they had with her, some of the people, was that she didn't show remorse of him dying when she called on the 911 call, and there was controversy about that. They feel like, well, maybe if they let everybody, listen to the 911 call, people may have felt differently, but I think it would have made them worse because it would have been different. Yes, she was telling them, okay, I need y'all to come here. I shot somebody, but it wasn't, I don't want him to die. What can I do to help him?
She was panicking in a
She
different
was panicking
right,
in a different way.
Right.
She was more so worried about her losing her job, she being at the wrong apartment and being in trouble. And so I just,
What an
something
amazing
like that,
display.
yeah.
God can work anything.
Yeah.
Yes. And a lot of times we don't show a Christian
And we should, but it's
display,
hard.
especially in places like the courtroom.
Absolutely.
And for something like that, for those of you, because I know there are some people that have lost a child, and I don't know how I would act or respond in losing my child. I mean, that was really big for me, being that my son this morning happened to post early this morning about his child that passed away. And he was saying, basically like, what do you do when you have loved on a child that wasn't born yet, bought things for the child, helping the baby mom, watching her stomach grow, feeling the kick, and only to hold a dead baby in your arms. Death, however it may come, is not easy for anybody. And for him to do that, it was big for me because my son is very private. He doesn't share about his feelings. And I don't normally respond to some of their posts, my children's posts, because they be having some crazy posts. But I responded to him in saying that I respect him for opening up, because at this time and age, we need to open up our mouth on how we feel, on whatever the issue may be. Even in his issue, I respect that he releases feelings, because we're carrying on too much pain. We're walking around carrying too much pain, and we don't talk to people because people with their opinions, sometimes it hurts you even more because they make you feel like, well, you shouldn't still be feeling like this. It's a year later. It's 2 years later. It does not matter. If that's their healing process of them getting it out, let them get it out so that they can be healed versus them carrying it in their heart. And then they're mistreating people and don't nobody know why they're acting the way they're acting, or they're doing things that are very out of character and crazy. And so I love my son. I just want him to know I love you. Your mom is going to continue to pray. It hurts me too that I lost my grandbaby, my first grandbaby. But again, with this scenario, that's my dish for today, is that we have to learn how to show godly love. That's what we have to do. We have to do. Well, y'all,
That's what's up.
that dish took a little while, didn't it?
Yes, that was needed, honey.
It was
Thank you for
needed,
that.
but
Thank you.
don't worry. We got a couple of more diva dishes for you, along with some other things. So we'll be right back. I need y'all to stay tuned, and please
Absolutely.
comment, share. If we didn't get to respond to you, if you made a comment while we were talking about this particular dish, however you feel, listen, go ahead and make the comment. We'll address it when we get back. We love y'all, and we'll be right back.
All right, stay tuned.
Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here in one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call Taking My Community Back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're gonna do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're gonna bridge that gap because we're gonna get out of here, we're gonna shake hands, we're gonna find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today.
Body cold, frosty, and I'm so bossy, and I so saucy, and my clothes cost me light for the party. Always get it started, and I so bossy, and I so I'm independent, got my own, and I can cash up if I want, Body cold, frosty, and I'm so bossy, and I so saucy.
Hi, we are right back. Talk Show Divas right here, streaming live, as we stated before, in Douglasville, Georgia, where our executive producer is Felix Washington.
Woo-hoo!
And, of course, we have my Diva sisters. I'm your host, Kat Davis. Queen Diamond is what they call me, honey. Always blinging it out. So what's up, sis? Tell them who you are.
I'm Deb. Hey.
And I'm Toya. What's up, y'all? I missed y'all last week, but I'm back.
So we're going to go right into the Diva dish right now, and we're going to let her dish it out to you viewers.
Okay, y'all ready? You ready?
Ready.
You ready? Tori, you ready?
What's up, girl?
You sure? Okay,
Bring
so
it.
My dish today is going to be how we're doing. It's Halloween time.
Woo!
Yes.
October.
And, yep.
Come
and
on.
yeah, that's right. Birthday month, girl. And it's Megan's birthday
She
too.
ready.
Okay. So anyway, that's our family's thing. We love the haunted houses. So doing the reviews of haunted houses, we went to 2 last night. We went to Containment, which is off Lee Road.
Okay. Here in Douglasville?
Yeah, Austell, I think.
Kind of. Okay, also, okay.
Loved it.
Wow.
Like it was awesome. They had changed a few things. We went last year. My favorite, if you go, you really need to go check it out. Containment.
Containment.
But check out Choo Choo, my favorite demented psychotic clown. Loved him.
Man.
They have something in
I
there.
don't know about the clown.
It was cool. That's what Megan said too. Anyway, they have a part in there that is a closet. All I'm gonna say is, oh my gosh, I wish the whole entire thing was a closet. It was bad. It is the best part. That's my favorite part of any haunted house ever was this closet. So y'all need to check it out. Containment. It was pretty cool.
Containment, wow.
Yes, and also we
Check it out, y'all.
We went to Nightmares Gate, which is in Douglasville here. Loved it. We loved Nightmares Gate.
Y'all hit 2 in the same
we
night?
did,
Oh,
we
y'all
did.
are serious.
Listen,
There
they
is no
won't play
way.
no
Yep,
games.
There
yep.
is no
So
way.
anyway, Nightmares Gate it was pretty cool. Like, they push the boundaries. They scare you. They're getting your face. And I was proud of my son because
Oh my gosh, girl,
Connor's
I
like,
can't.
you better back up my face.
I can't.
Let's just say I thought one of them was going to lick Connor's nose holes.
Oh, my God.
Being serious. Anyway, but Nightmares Gate, it was good. It was scary. Like the whole time, my favorite term was shitballs. Forgive me, but it was. It was. Like it was funny.
Nobody but Deb, y'all.
Yeah,
Nobody but
it was
Deb.
fun. I loved it. I loved it. It was better than last year. Megan is afraid of people that are less than 4 feet tall, and let's just say this person was like little, whatever, and Megan's like, Mom, and she's shaking, and I'm hugging her, and I'm like trying to protect her, and she's like, Mom, and Connor's cracking butt, and it was fun. It was funny. So, but it was really good, Nightmares Gate.
So
Check it out in
two places,
Douglasville.
y'all.
You definitely want to put those two on your list to go to, Containment and Nightmares Gate.
Right.
And coming up next week,
can't
we're going to
do it.
review Paranoia,
Oh my goodness.
which was my favorite forever because there was a little old lady that was carrying teddy bears, and she's like this. For years, we loved her.
No.
They are all
and-
into that.
I'm not good.
Yes.
2 years ago, I went to a haunted house, and when I tell you, like, it was so intense. Like, number one, I made it out because I had to, but it was like it got so bad. I was just like, stop it, let me out. I said, I'm in labor, girl. I was nowhere near pregnant. Okay, I just needed a reason to like let me out the back door.
Okay.
I cannot go forward. Like,
Well, then you don't want to
I
watch the
need
movie
to-
Hell House.
There is
Hell
no.
House.
we
How
don't.
do you make it through? Like, how do you do it?
It
Like,
makes me mad
in my
because I'm
mind,
never
I'm just like,
scared.
okay, it's fake, but it's not helping.
She's used
It doesn't
to it.
help.
Well,
Sounds
I'm
like she's
I'm
used
the
to it.
person who I get mad if somebody's in front of me. I'm like, no, get behind me. I'm going first.
Do you close your eyes? Do you,
No, girl.
oh my God, girl, I can't. I
No,
can't.
like the scarier.
Well,
the
we know who loves horror movies
hate
and haunted houses.
This is what my family does. Connor, we're sitting there today, and Connor's like, we used to just get in the car and go find haunted places.
Oh,
He's
y'all
like,
are
Mom,
nuts.
there is a hospital in Milledgeville that's abandoned and stuff, and it's supposed to be haunted. I'm like, okay, can we go? And I was like, Connor, and then he's like, Haley, can you ask somebody that's in his life who is a police officer, can you ask him if we can borrow the gun and go just to protect us? Haley's like, are you on crack?
Girl,
But
there's-
yeah,
I
he
can't
wants
do
to break
it. I
into it.
can't
which
make
we
it.
did that.
Please be safe.
Check them out.
Please be
Containment,
safe.
Nightmares Gate. When you go, say, hey, I heard about you on Talk Show Divas, and they'll give you, I don't know what it is, but they got something special for you.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Oh, we have
Nightmares
a viewer.
Gate, Containment.
So
That's
real
what's up.
quick, because we got to let Toy say her dish real quick, and then we got to go into what we're going to talk about with breast cancer. But Samuel Sue says we need to start at the schools and create programs that will keep them off of the streets. Samuel, we're going to discuss that.
As far as
Thank
what?
you for
We have
adding
an idea
that
about
in.
that.
Okay.
But you're saying and if you got suggestions of some programs that will help keep them off the streets, then by all means, please send that. But that's a topic of something that he kind of want to.
Oh, a topic.
Yeah,
Okay,
that he
I
wanna
got you.
talk
Okay.
about.
Oh, that's real good.
So
That's real good. That's what's up.
Diva Dish, Toy.
Yes. Okay. So my diva dish, not to bring the mood down because we are, way up, but I do want to just touch on family love. So
Which is what we did last
Yeah.
night. We loved each other when we were at the house.
So, and I'm saying this with a smile, but I buried my uncle last week. That's why I wasn't here last week, viewers. But I buried my uncle last week, Thursday. He was, like I said, one of my favorite uncles. I love all my uncles. All of them are my favorite, actually. Like, we have a very, very tight, family. And on this particular side of my family, my mother's side, they've never lost a sibling. So he was the first to go. So, we just all out just didn't know how to deal with it. It was kind of like, he's the first sibling to go. So it was kind of, it was hard on my mom and on all the siblings. But it just made me, take a step back and just realize, family is everything. Like family is really everything, no matter, how big or small you are. And I just wanted to just send out a reminder, just to love on your family. While they're here, give them their roses while they're here. I wanted to, personally hug my grandmother. It's the first child that she's lost. So, I kind of wanted to be there in person. If talking over the phone is one thing, but actually being there in person, to actually, touch and, feel and let them know that I'm here, really made a difference. And I know that, during these times, families tend to fall apart. They tend to start bickering, arguing over small differences, but it's really just the emotions taking over. Which is what, I think was happening with mine. But all in all, the funeral was perfect. I think is exactly what he would have wanted. He is resting now. And I did want to touch on, he also died from cancer. Okay. He had a stroke that kind of promoted things along, should I say. But all in all, it was cancer. So in light of, what we are celebrating this month, which is breast cancer, his was a different form of cancer. It was not breast cancer, which, we're about to tap into in a second for men. But cancer is real. We are very much
real.
dealing with it.
Very real.
We're fighting it every day. There are a lot of people on the front line that are doing their due diligence to try and find the cure. I just encourage, all men to be diligent with your health, just to get in front of it. To really, get those yearly checkups, to pay attention to your bodies, different signs and symptoms, which we'll also go into later. And I just want to, end it with saying, family is, like I said, family is everything. I love my family, whether blood or not, my Diva family, my blood family, and just to, put the differences aside, say what you need to say while that person is here. Take advantage of those holidays, those birthdays, those weddings, things like that nature, just to say, I love you, and just to communicate. Differences that you may have, put those to the side. I mean, it's nothing like letting that loved one go without saying all that you need to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So-
Because it's
right
the
here.
worst. You can't do it once they're gone.
It's too late. I mean, and I'm
give
happy
everybody their
to
roses
say,
now.
yes, I'm happy to say, that I can't think of anything that was unturned with my uncle from my standpoint, So, yeah.
So y'all heard that. Listen, viewers, as she just put it out here, please make sure you give your roses. Say how you feel now. Don't wait till you're standing over a casket, because they can't hear you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
not.
say it now while your loved ones are alive, and let them know how you feel about them and the love you have for them, and give them their props now. So, and with that being said, going right into the cancer, which we all know is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Beyonce knows, the singer, high-profile singer, her dad, as you all know, Matthew knows, has revealed on the television show Good Morning America that he has breast cancer.
Yeah.
Actually, he is having his second breast removed. What made him notice it was he kept seeing blood stains in his shirt, and his wife that
Which
he's
is
married to now,
a big sign.
Gina Avery, she also noticed on the sheets some blood stains. And so he went to get tested, and he found out after he had the mammogram that the doctors detected a BRCA2 gene mutation, which increases his chances of developing not only just breast cancer, but prostate cancer, pancreatic cancer, and melanoma.
Wow.
So he immediately contacted his family because this is genetic. And so they went and they were tested as well. And so now for the rest of his life, he has to make sure that he gets MRIs, prostate exams. And, a lot of times men don't think that they will experience. We never thought that we would see a man experience breast cancer, because it's not something that's normal. It's mostly women
yes.
that have breast cancer. So this is kind of, shocking that he has dealt with this, and he had to literally have his breast removed. So
Because
the
a lot of
second
people
breast-
don't think men it can happen to men.
His second breast, he stated, would be removed in January. And he says that to reduce the risk of a recurrence, it is from 5% to 2% of him having his breast removed. So, yeah, please, men, understand that if you're having any type of simple pain in your breast or blood leakage from your breast, please go and get checked. It is not just women that have breast cancer. It is also men that have breast cancer. So, I mean,
And with
what
the
do you think
Bronx
about
gene.
that, Toy?
Yeah.
A man having breast cancer.
First of all, I commend Matthew for stepping forward, because there are way more men than we know about that are dealing with this currently. I know that I read there are at least 15 other notable, I'm not going to say celebrities, but notable men that are currently dealing with this, and they are on board, with Matthew Knowles as far as bringing this to the limelight. So I commend him, because I feel like, he's making it more comfortable for men, other men to come forward, or either other men to just pay attention to their bodies and go and get that test. But the interesting thing that beside it being genetic, I read that it was also he was at risk due to a job. that he worked at back in 1980, Xerox, I believe it was. I think I'm saying it right, Xerox.
Yeah, Xerox.
Yeah, and back in 1980, and that was a known risk at that time when he was employed there. That was, a risk among men and women. But him being a man, especially back in those times, he didn't pay much attention to.
Because it was unheard of back then.
I'm a man,
Right.
So, and he worked there for over 10 years, I believe it was.
Wow.
Something like that.
So the doctors believe that besides it being, a genetic thing, there was also that he put himself definitely at a higher risk being employed at that particular job.
Wow. So what about you, Deb?
There are a lot of factors in that. You already know cancer's touched so many people that I care about in my family and everything, and it's a very emotional topic for me. But I can tell you that the scary thing is that there's no routine mammogram or any type of screening for men to discover they're in the early stages of it, and that's what's sad.
Right.
And so many people, as I said before, they're like, no way, a man can't get breast cancer.
It's crazy.
Men have breasts, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Some men have bigger boobs than people I know, right?
That is the truth now. There's a few out there that got bigger breasts than I got.
I mean, that's not attractive, men, so don't try that. But anyway, you never want to have bigger boobs than your girlfriend. Just saying.
Exactly.
But, unless it's muscle.
But if you
then
can't
wanna
help
try
it,
for
you
that.
just can't help
Right.
it. They're still loved the same way.
Okay, anyway, so with that being said, he says that it's easier for a man because if he opens his shirt, nobody can tell, as far as, as opposed to a woman.
That's true.
So it's just, cancer will sneak up on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's so many things that cause it. People say, and the thing that kills me is people go, well, we're going to die of something. Okay, well, do you have to help it along?
Yeah, but early detection is key. Early detection is key
but
in all cancers.
Think about your loved ones or whatever.
Yes.
But men as well as women, of course, doing the self exams, and it is an embarrassing thing to talk about.
Yeah.
I've heard, because I knew one male that caught it in the early stages,
Right.
and he doesn't want anyone to know that he even had it.
So we
Because it was
salute
emasculating
him
to him, yes.
to come forward like that. Yeah.
He was emasculated, yes.
And so Samuel, one of our viewers, thank you, Samuel. We love you participating. He says, my condolences to you and your family.
Thank
He
you.
said his cousin just lost his wife from cancer a few weeks ago. Her funeral is next weekend. So our condolences to you and your family as well, Samuel.
Yes, back to you, Samuel.
This is something that is very heart-wrenching to many of us because we have lost either friends or family members to breast cancer. And so if we're able to donate any type of money, we try to do that to find research to help find a cure for this deadly disease. But listen, we need to be great supporters to everybody. We have to go right now. We'll be right back. We're going to take a break. I need y'all to stay tuned because we have some more great topics for
We have
you.
a very interesting that could very well save not only your life, but definitely your wallet.
Yes.
Ooh.
Come on, y'all.
Stay
Come
tuned.
on back. Share.
and I sold. And my clothes light for the party. Always get it started. And I sold. And I sold. I'm independent, got my own. And I can cash up if I want. Body cold, frosty, and I'm so bossy. And I so saucy.
What's up? It's your girl, Cat Davis, Queen Diamond, right here in the building. Talk Show Divas. And we, of course, have our sisters right here.
-1.
I'm Deb. Mahogany, we miss you.
Yes, Mahogany.
Yes. I'm Toya. What's up, guys? What's up?
It is not the same without our sister, y'all, but she wants us to keep on going. So that's what we're going to do just for you. Mahogany Blue.
Yes.
So listen, y'all. This topic right here.
Y'all look gorgeous. Just saying.
Thank you,
honey.
You as
And you
well.
look gorgeous
You
too.
as well.
Look, she got her body chain
Yes.
on
I'm loving
today.
this. You know, I'm
What's
a sesame
going on,
free, honey.
girl?
I'm a
First time
sesame
I've worn
free.
it in
And then you come busting
15
up.
years.
She busting up in here with the hat, y'all. Like,
That's not all she
real.
busting up in here with.
I just want to tell y'all, look, October, besides it being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it is also Toya Russell's birthday month.
Hey.
So this is going to be going on all month. Just
Okay.
extra.
Okay, so this is,
Just
but is
extraness.
this?
Honey, you never know. You got to stay tuned.
You never know.
You gotta
Stay
stay
tuned to see
All
Toya. All of her.
Y'all, I love my Diva sisters. They are the mostest. Okay?
Yeah.
The mostest. Anyway, so for you all, the cheaters, I got something to tell y'all.
Yes. Pay
Yes,
attention.
we do.
Turn us up.
I'm
Turn
trying
us
to
up.
help y'all out today, okay? I'm trying to help you out,
I
cheaters.
tried to help people out with
Yes.
this 20 years ago.
You did. You did.
Yes, I did.
Well, listen, they're going to get that
Tell
help
us what
today.
it
So
is.
y'all better really share this one and talk to somebody and tell them, hey, they need to get up on Talk Show Divas page right
They can call
now.
me because, I tried to warn about this. I'm not even playing 20 years ago.
What are we talking
lie.
about?
So,
Come on.
okay, I'm going to give it to y'all.
Yeah,
okay?
because I'm ready.
Because, see, this guy in North Carolina, see, we always want to sue the men all the time for cheating, right? But it's women that cheat too, okay?
Yeah.
So, this can go either way, whether you're a man or a woman and you're cheating and you're married. I'm trying to save your pockets, okay? So tune in right now. If y'all know some cheating men and some cheating women that's married, y'all better tell them to tune in right now. Because this guy in North Carolina, he just won $750,000 lawsuit
For, you ready?
for suing his wife's lover. He says his divorce was almost unbearable because of the simple fact that he felt like they were happy before the other guy came along and then whisked his wife off of her feet. And so now he feels like he didn't even have a chance anymore because she didn't fall in love with this man and he didn't give up on his wife. So, he felt like that's the issue. We could have made our marriage work.
Yeah.
We could have reconciled. And we couldn't do that because now he done took control of the emotional side of his wife. And so now he said, you know what? I'm not just going to let this slide because
that's not even
this
it. That's
isn't
not
this
the
isn't
whole
just about
story.
this isn't just about having an affair for him. This is about you facing the consequences of you cheating.
So basically, it's the principle.
It's a principle
principle.
behind it.
He
That's
didn't
what
do
he
it
was
for the
saying.
money.
About the
He didn't
principle,
do it
yeah.
for
He
the
did it
money.
for the moral.
He did it for the moral aspect of it. And he said he wants people to understand
The
that if
safety
you
of
want to
marriage.
cheat, there's some consequences and that you need to understand the vows that you give in your marriage. And that's what he was more so concerned about. They call this type of law the home wrecker law.
Yes. I love it. I like that name better.
Home wrecker.
I like that name better.
Are there any home wreckers out there?
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, I think that this is a really serious topic, like for real. I think we've all found ourselves in a predicament, whether you on one side of the fence or the other side of the fence, whether you're the victim or you're the one that is cheating or you're the one that has become the home wrecker. You need to understand that you can be sued. Normally,
Absolutely.
you get the spouses always go after alimony from the other spouse. In this particular situation, this hasn't been the only situation because I think this happened with Fantasia situation as well. Yeah, that happened with her situation where somebody tried to sue her too.
But you know, people always say, "Oh, it won't happen to me," but guess what?
It will happen.
I got a story for you.
It will happen to you.
Got a story for you.
And so what happened was the husband and her, when they were having issues, they decided to go to marriage counseling.
Mm-hmm.
So in the marriage counseling, he said something just didn't feel right. Something was off. So he made a decision to get a private investigator to follow her, to see what was going on. He just felt very uneasy. I'm sure y'all know about the show Cheaters. They've been doing that for a minute now, you know. So people think, oh, nobody's going to do it to me. So you just continue to cheat and do what you do, thinking that you'll never get caught. Everything always comes to the light in some form or fashion.
Right.
You know, so anyway, so he hired an investigator. The investigator started following around and found out about this man that she was sleeping with, who happened to be a colleague on her job. So not only did this happen, this is what stirred this man emotions, was that this man sat at the table with him.
Yeah.
He sat at the table with him.
They had dinner together. They had conversations.
Listen, he thought he was a friend, and it happens. I mean, this is reality. This is reality. Do y'all understand that this happens? So, somebody that you eating dinner with could possibly be your friend sleeping with your wife or sleeping with your husband, and you thinking that all of y'all friends, and y'all friends, all right, friends that are getting the goodies behind your back that supposedly belongs to you. Now, this particular situation, they were saying that in the English law, in the English law, during that time, women were considered property of men. So just like if you sue them for a thief taking your horse, they were saying you can sue a man for taking your wife.
Yes.
Because they were considered property. Where this day and time, it doesn't matter whether it's the man or the woman. Either party can be sued, just like in this case, if you want to decide that you want to steal somebody's husband or you want to steal somebody's wife. It is what it is. But we know Deb got a story for y'all, right? Because I think she didn't experience just about everything just like me.
Yep.
Let's
But
hear
that's
Deb.
not
What's
just
up,
it.
Deb?
It's called alienation of affection.
Yes.
And when I was in middle school, one of my good friends, her mom, became friends with this man. And I'm trying not to give too much detail because everybody knows everybody in my world. And they started having an affair, and he was married. I don't know if he was happily married, but
Couldn't have been.
anyway, in this situation, not sure, but they began an affair. He got a divorce, and the wife sued my friend's mom.
Wow.
Was awarded, I believe it was $50-something thousand, which was a lot of money back then.
But
But for alienation of affection. And it's a real thing. And I remember I was warning about this so long ago. And you know what? I commend Kevin, because he said that he filed this case not for the monetary gain, but he wants people to come back to the knowledge that marriage is important.
Yeah, the sanctity of marriage.
But you know what? Let me tell you. They said 200 cases are filed per year in North Carolina. There are, 7 states that allow this, okay? And not only that, the thing is it's Hawaii, Mississippi, New Mexico, North Carolina, South Dakota, and Utah. But the thing is, alienation of affection is part of it, but it's also criminal conversation, which is sleeping with someone else's wife, having sex with someone else's spouse, sorry.
Wow.
But here we go. You ready? In 2010, Andrew Young, who is a longtime aide to John Edwards, who was the former North Carolina senator,
I'm about to say the name
and
sounds
Democratic
familiar.
vice president,
Okay.
said John Edwards' wife Elizabeth threatened to sue him for alienation of affection. It is not just a spouse. You can sue a mother-in-law for persuading her child to divorce their spouse. You can sue a best friend, anyone who has
Who interferes.
anyone.
Yes.
You can have a happy marriage, and someone comes in and entices someone away from their spouse, can be sued.
So you're saying that if, whether it's a friend or a family member, and they come in and they try to help them cheat with the other woman or the other man, that they can literally be sued as well?
It's not just cheating with someone.
It's not just cheating.
You're married. Your mother-in-law does not like you and does not want her son married to you. And if she poisons his mind against you and your marriage gets, you can sue your mother-in-law.
So it's not just cheating.
It's not just cheating.
If your marriage dissolves in any, it can be emotional, it can be sexually. If it dissolves in any shape, form, or fashion due to an outside influence, that person is liable. That third party person
the thing that's
liable
hard
to
about
be
it.
sued.
There's a lot of that going on, y'all.
But it's not Georgia.
Right.
Georgia's not part of it.
Let's be clear. Two things.
I gotta take a drink
so
on
first
that
of all,
one. And it is lemonade.
I got it right
Please
here.
know this is lemonade. Okay.
So first of all, in order for this to happen, before we get all excited for it, you have to be able to prove it. You got to be able to prove it in two ways. So the first way to prove it is you have to prove that the husband and wife are actually married. They have to, and that's easy to prove, of course.
Of course.
And the second thing you have to prove is that during the marriage, that the third party had sex with either the husband or the wife.
No,
whichever
does
one.
not have to be sex. Does not. Does not have to be physical. Nope. Does not have to be
telling me
You're right. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. Sexually or emotional.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm going off of
this
memory
law
here.
must prove, alienation of affection law must prove that someone is responsible for a marital fracture, typically through enticement. So if somebody wants to come along, this woman, Kevin's wife, said that she went to work, this man came to work, they were teachers, she became his mentor. They began spending time together, and so he was they became friends with the husband, whatever. And all of a sudden, the wife said, "Oh my gosh, Kevin, he said all the right things. He did all the right things. Made me think the grass was really greener on the other side." So that's when they agreed to go to counseling.
Wow.
They went to counseling, and then after that, she said biggest mistake was having sex with this man, and that they wanted to work on their marriage. Well, 3 or 4 months later, they were divorced. So this guy, was his name Jernigan? When he was awarded how much, $750,000, he didn't. He said, the one thing I wish I would have done, not I wish I would have left a married woman alone. That's not what he said. He said, I wish I would have taken it more seriously. Okay? Yep. Let me tell you that the average settling of these cases are between $50,000 and $90,000.
Yeah.
Ooh, honey, that's
in
a-
2010,
But you know what?
Some people have gotten up
More.
to $8.8 million.
I was about to say yes. I read
about
5.8 million. Like y'all, this is a phenomenon.
It's serious.
This is
Oh,
serious.
real quick, I gotta give a shout out to my viewers. When they say something, we gotta say something to our viewers because we love you. Hi, Maria Owens. That's my girl. She said, hey, love you. Y'all check out Maria Owens. She's doing some great things.
Maria, listen to this. Are you ready? Maria. In 2011, an alleged mistress was ordered to pay a jilted wife $30 million.
Y'all, woo! And I hate to say, the monetary thing is great. I mean, but before y'all get too excited, like Deb said, there's 7 states that this law is.
The last thing I got to say about North Carolina is 200 cases, we said. In North Carolina, a man named Keith King, he won $8.8 million. 2.2 was in compensation, and then 6.6 was in punitive damages. This is a real thing, guys. This is real. Keep your hands on your own property.
And unfortunately, Georgia is no longer. Georgia used to be included in the 7 states that this law was applicable in. It wasn't until 1979 that, for whatever reason, this law came up in in the voting.
Alienation of
Yes, it came up in the
affection.
voting, and it was abolished in 1979. So up until then, Georgia. But I got to thinking, I was like, why did they, throw it away in Georgia?
Because they said you're not going to make a moral issue. We're not charging a moral issue.
Georgia does allow alimony.
Yes,
So
yes.
After
alimony.
10 years.
So did that probably replace it?
10
you think?
years.
After alimony, they can actually, no, it doesn't have to be 10 years. I know cases that's been less than 10 years and they receive alimony. I have a friend that was less than 10 years.
That's very extreme circumstance. It does not happen very often.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's not something that happens real often if it's less than 10 years of marriage. But it is, you can get alimony if the spouse cheated and you can prove that they cheated. After 10 years, you're definitely going to get the alimony.
Right.
Plus, you'll also get the person's Social Security benefits as well as their 401k. You can get half of their 401k of whatever they have. So if they got $50,000 in their 401k, $25,000 of that money
Not in
is
every
going
case.
in my case, it happened.
In mine, it did not.
Okay.
I got screwed over.
Yeah, so you didn't have a good lawyer.
No.
But I had a good lawyer. So in my case, yes,
Get
that
it,
is what
honey.
happened.
Get it.
So I'm telling y'all right now, it is real from experience that I know from myself, as well as others that I know that have had situations. So
Take
You
it
should just be
seriously.
careful,
Marriage
yeah.
is an institution. I know who wants to be in an institution, but the point is,
It's very
it's
serious.
a very serious decision and a long term.
And listen,
it's not, oh, let's get married. If it doesn't work out, we'll get a divorce.
And
It's
dating,
pathetic.
I'm telling y'all right now, dating is not fun anymore.
It's
at all.
not. It's not like it used to be at all.
It's nothing to play with. And I actually heard a sermon on today, and I couldn't believe the preacher was preaching this because of a situation that happened to me over the weekend. But the preacher was literally preaching that dating is not a game. Listen, it is not a game. And when you're out here dating, you're supposed to be dating with purpose anyway.
Yes,
And you need to
exactly.
understand who you're dating, what type of person you're trying to date, because they got a life. They had a life before you. And so you need to find out a lot about this person, and you need to make sure that you're in a public place when you're out dating, because you don't know who you're dealing with, and you don't know what could happen to you in any type of case. And so with that being said, I believe dating is to get married. You date someone so that you can marry the right person. And then when you make that decision that you want to marry, please understand what your vows are. And a lot of times we're so quick to jump out of a marriage, because I know I have done that. Just be so quick to jump out of a marriage because things are going wrong, when you need to really figure out what you can do to save your marriage.
And
you married this person for a reason, right?
Communication is key, yes. And
Something made you fall in love.
Yeah, bring it back. Don't be
Bring it
afraid
back.
to bring it back. I
Yeah.
mean, but communication is key. I cannot stress that enough. Communication
very key.
is key. Communication, in my opinion, my personal opinion, can totally deter you from cheating.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, when you assume that your partner is X, Y, and Z, why assume when you can just ask, or you can just
ask.
you know, or just talk about it?
Well,
Like, get on
sometimes
the
people
same
feel like they
page.
can't talk to them because the other
Get on
person
the same page.
won't
You
listen.
gotta
But you got to
try.
find a way.
You gotta try. You gotta give it all you
If
got.
they won't
Listen,
listen
but
to you,
we
don't
gotta
marry
go,
them.
y'all. We gotta
Yes,
listen. We
give it
gotta
all you
go.
got.
We gotta go. We will be right back. We have one more topic for you. Y'all know we do community stuff, but I'm trying to help your pocket. So think about that cheating thing, okay?
Yes. Stay out in North
Talk Show
Carolina.
Divas. Be right back.
I want to move to North Carolina. Are you kidding me?
One of our community outreach days with our sound truck, and our sound truck is used for just what you see. We come out to community days, we play loud music, and be able to just have a good time with it and enjoy our community. Our sheriff's office, you get to see us in a little different light. We're not always out there writing tickets or locking people up. We come out to your community day and be a part of your day and help you celebrate your community. And this is just one of the ways that we can do that, was with our sound truck. We're here today in one of our communities. We brought our ice cream truck out. A lot of people like to laugh when I say the sheriff's office owns an ice cream truck, but this is exactly what it's for, is we bring it out to our communities. We give away ice cream. We don't charge for the ice cream. The ice cream is free. And we have partners in our businesses in our community that help pay for the ice cream so that we can give it away for free. And we give it away. We go to schools. This is just one of many events that we bring our ice cream truck to. We go to the school systems. We come out to community days, block parties. We just come out and see you and help you enjoy and celebrate your community. Thank you.
Body cold,
Frosty cold,
and I'm so
bossy,
and I so
saucy,
and my clothes
cost me clothes,
light for the party.
party,
Always get it started,
started,
and I so
bossy,
and I so.
sauce,
I'm independent, got my own. And I can cash up if I want. Fuck it up, body cold, frosty, and I'm so bossy, and I so saucy, and my clothes.
Hey,
And
we
we're
are
back.
back. Yes, we just want to give a shout out right now to our executive producer, Felix Washington, who has made all of this possible for this show. Oh, we love Felix Washington,
Yes,
y'all.
we do.
And we also love Marcus, who's always making sure we're right and tight up here. And listen, last but not least, we got Lee on the scene, making things happen. We love you, Lee.
Hey,
Do your
girl.
thing, girl. So, listen, I know y'all don't know all about Talk Show Divas, but we're not just the main regular divas. Listen, it's more to us than what you see. I know we're beautiful.
Yeah.
We're talented, but we're bosses too.
Yes.
Know that.
Bosses, not bossy.
Check mark. Okay.
Bosses.
Check mark. Listen, entrepreneurs on the scene. So, trust me, you want us to come and be featured at your event and interview anybody. Listen, we got you. Just hit us up at the email 1061tv@gmail.com or talkshowdivas1@gmail.com. If you want a banner ad, we have you covered right here on Talk Show Divas. We'll give you shout outs. We'll make sure your banner is showing. You can get all the details if you email us. We have you right here. And actually, we have something special coming up for the industry leaders. We will be sending something to you in a private manner, so stay tuned. If you're in the industry, you will be getting a flyer from the Talk Show Divas for October the 19th. We will give you more details later.
Just remember that date.
We out here, y'all. We out here. Y'all keep up with us.
Yes. So, y'all, this last topic is very, very serious. As you all know, Talk Show Divas are all about helping in the community, bringing awareness to everyone so that we all can step up and do something. So I give a salute to AJC, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, for taking their best foot forward and doing an investigation on our senior citizens.
Yeah.
I think all of us have had elders in our life that we truly love and care about, and we want to be protected. Unfortunately, we're about to talk about them being unprotected and broken promises. In Georgia's senior care industry, investigative reports for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution spent almost a year digging into the records of assisted living communities and personal care homes in Georgia. Too many do not provide the safe, quality care that families are expecting them to take care of. There are facilities violating care and safety standards. It's in public records, so you can all go and check it out for yourself. It's right there in the public records. And what are the prosecutors doing? Because they're obviously not aware, or either they don't care, which is really bringing an open eye to a lot of us.
This is opening it up some, though, because they're in the process of making new laws to protect them now.
Right. And so suspicions of deaths and allegations of mistreatment in these senior citizen care facilities can routinely go unreported to law enforcement and prosecutors. A breakdown that allows abusive or neglectful caregivers to escape punishment and continue to work around seniors. There is no public record that police were notified in 40% of the physical and sexual abuse allegations detailed in an inspection report by the Georgia Department of Community Health. Neglect was even less likely than to be reported. So these are just a few of the things. I mean, them being left alone in filthy conditions, being denied medical attention, some of them being raped, some of them having bruises and bloody accidents that were truly unexplainable. The police are not being called and prosecutors are not being notified. For some of you prosecutors that have no cases, please get involved. That's all I'm saying. Get involved. DeKalb is considered one of the most aggressive counties in taking cases of elder abuse neglect. Yet, the prosecutor who oversees the elder abuse cases in DeKalb County said she could not recall ever receiving a referral from DCH. So the AJC showed the DeKalb Deputy Chief Assistant District Attorney Gene Canavan 11 cases where facilities in the county were cited by state regulations for allegations involving harm to seniors. Do you hear me? I'm saying zero. None of them were brought to the attention of her office for review, according to her. That is so crazy to me. Like, it's so many senior citizens that are getting hurt in these facilities. And even in my experience as a CNA years ago when I was young, even though I'm still consider myself young.
5 years ago?
I would say younger.
5 years ago. 5 years ago.
When I was younger, out of high school, I was doing the CNA work, and seeing how some of them were grabbing on some of